Welcome back to my channel. I've been getting a good many requests after posting this pen bag on Pen Addicts, which is a group that I'm a part of on Facebook, to show what is in my bag. So I'm kind of set up here on my front porch this morning. Nice day outside, to show you what's in my bag. So the bag that I have is a Millo, and it is all leather. The inside has a nice floral pattern, and on the opposite side it does have a zipper pouch, which is pretty good size. You could actually put more pens in there if you wanted to, but the bag itself holds a lot. Okay, I'm just going to reach in, just grab out some stuff, a little at a time. Okay, so right here I have the Bic, I don't know if you can see that very well, kind of bright out here, the Bic Atlantis. It's got the comfort grip. I have a regular Bic stick pen. I have a Papermate Inkjoy stylus. This actually writes really good, and for some reason I like it better than just the plain Inkjoy pen. Also have a Schneider Slider Memo XB. It's a 1.4. It's in black ink. And then I have the Schneider Slider Basic XB, but it also has a 1.4 tip on it. Alright, next. And I had to find these online through, I can't remember who I got them from, but I had actually seen these in somebody's office several years ago. And it's called a Reaction Pen by Bic. I don't think they make them anymore. But the tip of the pen actually flexes as you write. And it's made for people who are heavy-handed. And I got these in black and blue. This is a simple pen that I got at the Dollar Tree. I think it's called Jot. It's got a fine tip on it, 0.7, kind of like the Bic pen. I also have this Staples Quick Dry Gel. These are very nice pens. They come in several different colors. I have another Schneider, another Jot. They actually come in several colors. This is a not to be showing any product. It is a pen that I got years ago when they were able to still give out pens working in a medical office. Nowadays you can't get those. They're considered promo items, and through the Sunshine Act they could no longer give out those items. They could only come into the doctor's office and give out information on the medications that they were coming in to talk to the physicians about. And here is another one. Very cool. Has these little rubbery pieces on the end. These are still the majority of my go-to pens because they're metal and they write very nicely, and I usually just replace the inserts. And just like this one, you can see some of the paint is gone off of the metal. I use them quite a bit. Next, I have the Papermate Inkjoy. It's the capped version. It's just like the Clicks. This is a Jetstream 1.0 click pen. I like it. It writes very well. But I like pens that are kind of on the dry, scratchy side. if it's very fluid and writes what I consider loosely, I don't like it as much. Like if the ink is just free flowing, because like I said, I'm very heavy handed when I write. So I tend to leave an impression in the paper, and those pens don't work well for me. But occasionally I just like to dig them out for notes and just write down some things. I also have a Foray ink gel. It has a nice barrel on it. I have a Dr. Grip. I like this one. I have another one somewhere, but it's like they've improved them slightly. I don't know if it's just the ink or just the design of the pen. I also have a Bic Gelosity. This one is a 1.6. It's got a very bold tip on it. And I have a Sarasa Clip 1.0. And for that, this type of pen, that's kind of bold. They're usually 0.7, 0.5, I think even 0.3. Okay, next is my Pilot recycled pen. These are very cool. The ink gel ones are nice. This happens to be just a ballpoint. My Sarasa Clip. It's in like a navy blue. I got this one and the previous one I just showed you through Tokyo Pen Shop. Here is another drug rep pen. I like these because it has the cushion, and I do like the twisty pens as well. It's just easy to grab, just twist them. And I also have a Bic Velocity in the 1.6. It's in the blue. It writes very nice too. Have a Zebra Z-Grip Max. Has a very nice grip on it. Comes with just a normal 1.0. It writes really well. And that's one of my pens that I, quote, found that ended up in my pen bag. This is also another pen that is a not exactly a find. A lot of times if I go places, and especially businesses, and they have a pen cup that's got pens in it, and I see one that I like, I am not embarrassed to ask for a pen. And this came from a nail salon. I did put too much pressure on the cap, which made it split, but it's a very good writing pen, so I just put some tape on it. It writes in blue ink. I still have yet to find out what the brand of this pen is, who makes it, where you can even get it. It writes in blue ink, and it writes very nicely. Next is the Uniball Air. Oh, love this pen. Love this pen. Bought a whole bunch of them online on Amazon. It's the micro, and I do have the regular tips, but the micro tip on this, it's very odd. I've never seen one like it. It says it's a rollerball pen, but you can't actually see the tip well enough to see that it's a traditional rollerball pen. But it writes like a felt tip pen, and it dries very quickly, and you can put light pressure on it to get a fine line, and you can put medium pressure on it to get a bolder line, and it writes really well. Unfortunately, the only thing I don't like about this pen is you can't replace the ink. I mean, once it runs out, it's gone. You just have to get a new pen. This is a pen that came from a conference. It's a twisty pen, very nice. It's a metal pen, so it's got some good weight to it. This is also another pen that came from a conference. The clip is broken, but it still writes very well. I love the way it's designed. This is actually one of my favorite drug rep pens. It has a medium tip on it, I would say, but great writing pen, nice weight. Sarasa. This is one of the, I guess I can call it the rainbow. This is one that's actually called Cotton Candy, And so I just picked one of them instead of getting all of them. It's the 0.5. It writes really well, but it does not show up well on black paper compared to white paper, because it's just doesn't have that kind of pigmentation. Here's another Jot Pen Purple. Very nice tip on it. And I actually saw these at Walmart, and I thought they were so cool because they're triangle. The barrel is triangle shaped, so it's supposed to be easy to hold. And I wouldn't say this is just for kids, because, you know, if we have to do a lot of writing, we all get hand fatigue. It has a very nice size lead in it, and I just keep it in my bag in case I need a pencil. Also, another Zebra Z-Grip Max. This is the Pilot BPS Medium. Now I had to find this one online too, because I came across one which is probably still in this bag in purple, and I absolutely fell in love with the way it writes. It's right up my alley. It's one of those scratchy pens, and you wouldn't think this would be very comfortable, but it actually is. And it's a stick pen, and obviously you could replace the inside. And here's one of my all-time favorites that I used to get years ago in a black barrel. It is the Papermate Extend, and mine were actually the click pens. This one is a capped pen. I absolutely love these pens. I don't know why they don't make them anymore. It has a very nice, very, very nice grip on it. It's very comfortable to write with. Unfortunately, with the capped ones, I could be writing with it. Next thing I know, the cap just comes flying off the end of the pen, and I'm looking for it in the floor at work. But otherwise, it writes really well. I do not know why they stopped making these. The next pen that I have is the Bic Gelosity. It's like the click pens, except they made them in a stick pen with a 0.5 tip. These write extremely well, and they are very much worth the value. They are not very expensive. You could get a pack of them for maybe $3 or $4. They do last, and they are a very good pen. And here's another Jetstream 1.0 that's just like the one I showed earlier, except it's in pink. This is also one of my favorites because it is another scratchy pen. It is the Pentel Click and Go. I found these at the dollar store in a 2-pack. And it is a very nice pen. It has a slight triangular barrel on it, which makes it very comfortable in your hands. It lessens the fatigue if you have to do a lot of writing. And I bought several of those. Another Jetstream. And again, another Pentel Click and Go. This is another drug wrap pen. It's a click pen. It's metal. It's very nice. Next up is a Uniball Signo. This is a click pen. It's a 0.5. It's got a very nice rubberized bottom on it that goes almost all the way to the tip, which I really like because when I write with a pen, I'm right down there on it. I'm right here at the end. So I love having a nice grip that goes all the way to the end of the pen. And this is a gel pen. Writes very well. This is also another Tokyo Pen Shop find. And again, like I said, I bought several of these. It's the Click and Go. This is also, this is one that I bought on my own. Probably got it at Michael's. Michael's does sell pens individually. It's a 1.0. It's gold metallic. And it is a very nice pen. Especially if you do, if you like to do coloring in the color books, gel pens are absolutely great for that. I've got tons of gel pens just to do adult coloring. Here is the Sarasa Multi in a blue barrel. It has a diamond pattern on it. This is also another Tokyo Pen Shop find. It comes with black, red, green, and blue, and it also has I believe it has a pencil. Yes, it does. And you extend the lead out through the top of the pen. And it writes very well. It's a 1.5, has a very fine tip on it if you like to do small writing, or if you've got a notebook that has really small lines where you would need to write small. That's an excellent pen. Another Jot pen, another Jot pen, another Jetstream pen. All right, and here's some advertising for these folks. This is one of the pens I'm talking about that you can either ask for if they have it in a cup, or sometimes they come around to the local offices and they'll just leave some of their stuff. They'll leave memo pads, they'll leave pens to advertise their business, to try to get you to refer their patients to them. And this type of pen was a find. I have not seen a pen like this since I was a kid. And when I saw this pen, I was like, I don't care who it belongs to, it's coming home with me. But it's really cool. It's one of those crooked ballpoint pens. And again, it's just a novelty pen. It does write very well, but once the ink is gone, it's gone. Another Jot pen. And this is a pen that came from a conference. My sister works for a office in Florida where she has to do a lot of travel, and before COVID. And this is one of the pens that she brought back for me. It has a very nice wide grip on it and has a regular tip. It's a ballpoint pen. And everybody always needs to keep a Sharpie. You never know what you have to write with on with a fine tip Sharpie. This one I really like. It's old school. They don't make them like this anymore. And this was a find. I really like how this writes compared to the way they make them now. I don't know where I could get more of those. This is the Uniball Air. This is the regular one. This is not the micro. It does have a broader writing width to it. I don't use it very much. They came out with these first as far as in the stores. It's only recently that I found out that they made them in micro and ordered them online at Amazon. This is a pen that a set of pens that my brother-in-law sent me not too long ago. The tips are kitty cats. They're very, very cute. And it comes in a set of 8, and there's 2 of each. And I keep this one in my bag. It's very cute. It's a Japanese pen. Has a very fine tip on it. Very fine tip on it. And what's nice is these pens don't cost very much, and the barrels are replaceable. That's what's so cool about them. They write really well, don't cost much, they're fun, make you happy when you pull them out of your bag. A Sarasa 1.0, this one is the silver metallic. I think I also got this one at Michael's. Okay, this was a pen that my friend Kathy and I went to this little shop. It's right on the other side of Shelby, North Carolina. And inside the shop it had these pens. I have not found a pen like this ever since I got this. I actually just bought 2 of them because, sometimes I'm kind of leery about buying pens that don't have a brand on it or name on it, because I don't know if they'll even write. And you would think the tip would light up, but it doesn't. But it has this very squishy gel-like grip on it. Oh, it's so nice. And I actually had to modify the inside so I could actually change out the cartridge when it ran out. And I'm so glad I was able to do that, because I did not want to just put this pen in my little discard pile and of the poor little pens that don't write anymore that I can't replace the insides. Another Uniball Air. Another Click and Go. And this is a ballpoint pen that also came from the dollar store, has nice ridges on it, writes pretty good. This is also a pen that came from the dollar store. It is a gel pen. It has a very nice tip on it. It writes very well. It is triangular shaped as far as the barrel, and it has a very nice ink supply, so it will last a long time. And this is an Artline Blocks, if I'm saying that right, 0.7. It's a ballpoint pen, and these are a line of pens that I got this particular color, just the one, through Tokyo Pen Shop. It's really cool. If you have time to go on there and look at them, or even look at a video of these type of products on YouTube, they are kind of made to where they stick together. They have these little places on them, and like you could stick them together. If this was a whole other pen, you could just group them together and they would stay together. They're really cool. And the way the cap is made, it just fits on just like that. And it's a very nice writing pen. Even though it says it's 0.7, it does write very well. The only downside to this pen is you don't have much room down here to put your fingers, and I like to write like this, so I have all these little knobs that's pressing against my skin on my hand, and after a while I just have to change to something else to write with. All right, we're getting there, Jetstream blue, just like the others previous. This is also a pen that got brought back from a conference. It is a very good writing pen. It's a promo pen. Has a very nice tip on it. Another drug rep pen. It is a metal pen. It is a twist pen. It writes very well. Another Jetstream. Another Uniball Air. A Papermate that's in the blue. That is a capped pen. And a Sharpie. This is the latest that everybody's been crazy about. This is the metal one. This is gunmetal. I do have the champagne. I do have in the plastic pens the black, the white, the blue barrels. And I also have the ones that have the microfine tips that are the capped pens. So like everybody else, I just went out and bought one of everything. This is a nice little pen that is a rep pen. Well, if the battery was working in it, here it is. It does. A flashlight. It's more for a doctor, because I guess you would use the end of the pen to, if you needed to get close up into somebody's face and look at something, you may use that. It's not very bright. It's very nice metal, and just easy to replace the insert, so I kind of always keep it. And the cap completely goes over the end of the pen, so it's really nice. It's compact. I guess you would call this a version of an everyday carry, and it also has the little stylus at the end. So that is it. That is all the pens that was in my pen bag, and my little Niffler charm that's on my bag that goes along with all my goodies. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, this is a Millo bag. It's all leather. It is very soft and supple. It has a very good zipper on it. It also has a nice handle to where if you just want to just grab and go. It is a great bag. It is worth every dime of the money, and it has what they call that YKK zipper on it, which will probably last forever. And I'm not sure if they still have this pattern. I don't know if it's like a lot of things that you buy, that's bags or pen pouches, that a company will make a certain design, and then it turns out to be one of those hard to find items later once you see it on a video, and then somebody's got it for sale on eBay or one of these other sites, and they're wanting like $100 for it when it didn't cost that much to begin with. But their bags are amazing, and I only have one because I have lots of other bags, but it is worth investing at least in one. They make different styles. This one's just the big pouch. They make them with 2 zippers, several compartments, may possibly hold more pens. I think she did a comparison one time on Tokyo Pen Shop of this bag and the one that has the 2 zippers along the top as far as how many pens it holds. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what was in my bag. I also have this notebook that when I get some pens, I also got this from Tokyo Pen Shop. It's a very nice little notebook. I only use it like to swatch some pens, and which I have done here. These are some pens, these, and these I'll probably have to put in another video to show you guys. These are very nice. They come from Amazon. These come from Amazon. And then here's some Stabilo Boss highlighters. Love these. These are really great for work because they're just, it's just so light. It's really great. But this is also a cool notebook to have, and they have bigger sizes. This one's the 5mm squares. I would say this is probably like a 5A size, like a normal journal size. But yeah, really like these. So hope you like it. Shared these pens with you guys today. Maybe I'll do another video. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Thanks.